and we return once more with what could be the finale. If it is, I want to kind of take a moment before we jump into the recap of what happened last time and everything like that, and ask you all to take a second, because by the time this series ends with Damian kind of finishing up as the final kind of character of this family that we're following, I have two questions I want to ponder for you all as viewers of this series. One, do you prefer the 15-minute episodes where it's like short stints of the character, and you get to kind of see what's going on, and we kind of spend the first few minutes talking about what happened and everything? Or would you rather, in this question, prefer a 1 to 2 hour long video that does the whole lifespan of one character, and then you can just watch it in one big chunk? Something to think about as we start looking at the next series. And then second question, would you all, or who would you all like to see me play as? Because by the time this has come out, now, again, I'm shooting this before Con of Cons, so because I want to kind of finish the series before the DLC comes out and breaks everything. With the new DLC having come out, and probably hopefully a couple more DLCs come out, I think we should be somewhere in November, December when this video shoots. So with that being the case, do we want to do another character in After the End, or would you guys like to see me play a different mod? And if you do want to see the After the End again, who should we play as this time? What's your recommendation? Should we make our own custom house and start out as an adventurer and explore the world and see where it goes? Or do we pick someone like the Morales family for the Spider-Man thing, or just play it like the Imaginarians of Florida? Let me hear what your guys thinking. Your thoughts. Your thoughts down below, and I would appreciate that down in the comments. As I'll be kind of planning out the series as this thing kind of finishes up. Hopefully, as we already have other shows kind of going on. So, with that, let's get back into it. So last time we left off, well, we ended the Republic of the United States of Atlantica with thunderous applause, becoming the first Commander-in-Chief, Damian the Stout of Atlantica, now a feudal title, all founded by me, and slowly building up. As we kind of decided, we're going to be kind of finishing the story, wrapping on Damian's kind of end when he passes away. Also because I keep losing family members to bears and wild animals, so I can't take my heart anymore. But I think we have a couple small things we can still do, which is kind of my plan here. Firstly, get a couple more of the duchies kind of founded out and put out there. And then secondly, as we are making America great again, we named our heir, and we want to make sure to see her hopefully grow up to be kind of decently set up. And then lastly, I think my main goal is to kind of just start maybe conquering into New England, instead of trying to push into the Old Dominion, actually getting some decent wins up here and seeing if we can get a second Empire title before good old Damian dies as his final hurrah. I think would be kind of fun. We are also swaying this woman, trying to get her to take peace. Even less of a reason now that she's would she do it. So I'm just going to leave her alone. We are still murdering that man or that person because we are nemesis to them. But for now, yeah, we're gonna stop bothering with her. Once we make the duchy, she will come over to our side regardless of what's going on. So we also have Heather Thush of whose land? Yes, of the territories of the Twin Crowns. So when we take the Empire, we won't be able to just go out and kill her outright. We do have a pariah in court, and before we read into that, here's our state-sponsored water drink. Alright. I am judged harshly for my hospitality towards Antoine the criminal, who is avoided by almost everyone on account of their wicked faith. My failure to condemn and continue proximity to this irredeemable fiend is perceived as an open tolerance, tarnishing my court's reputation in the eyes of justices and the faithful. Just the justices and faithful. Oh, that's it. Okay. They have forced my hand, and I must now decide whether my court poet's crimes outweigh my affection for him. Surely something must be done. Are courtiers really so hard to replace? It's not my place to judge him. I'm not harboring a criminal, but at the same time, he is the guy who's kind of building up our legend here in the background as it grows even more. So, which I am happy enough to have. So we have more duchies we can create. We have St. Lawrence now that we can just build over here, building our nobility even more as we do so. Oh, please don't immediately die on me. That would be really unfortunate. Alright, cool. Who else? Wait, who are you? Well, thank you. Oh, you're the Duchy of Delaware Valley. Oh, he got elected right before I switched over. Ah, makes a bit more sense. Makes a bit more sense. Alright, but with that, now that we've conquered you, excuse me, sir, would you like to speak? Well, actually, what about you? You have 3 point... oh, I don't have a cast spell on you. Can't kill you again because we've just beaten you down. So I think we just go and Duchy War you for Massachusetts. Holy crap. Maybe we take a second, reconsider our options here a little bit. I find myself fascinated by the human body and all the secrets that it still keeps from us. Questions of life and death are constantly on my mind. To read text on the topic is all well and good, but I cannot help but feel I would learn a lot more from a hands-on research. I will study the ravages of this disease, I agree, because we want those perks. Secrets of the body. I try to hold my breath as I sift through the tangled mess of slimy, swollen entrails sprouting from the corpse's belly, but it is to no avail. The putrid stench of decay slowly finds its way into my lungs. Oh man, really smell that, and making me gag. I can't gag on commands. I'm sorry, guys. Something then tears open, and a stream of viscous yellowish ichor spills all over the operating table. What was that? Maybe Colonel Gaia can help me. This is unseemly. Yeah, let's get him to see if he can help us out. Oh god, we just got a pustule. Colonel Gia was none too pleased to learn of my experiments. She refused to provide any assistance and admonished me that this sort of endeavor do not fall under the purview of the Commander-in-Chief. Ah, well, that's fair. Understandable. You know, we're just gotta hope our daughter doesn't end up dead here. Oh, our nemesis knows we want her dead. Alright, well then I give up. We're not killing her, unfortunately, it looks like. It's understandable, but it sadly has to go. Let's see. So now that we know he is strong as hell, a son of the eagle, honestly, I'm kind of tempted to return this hostage and go after the gal there, because she's only got 4K troops, right? So, like, ooh, well, not a great fight, but we might be able to take that a little bit easier. A vassal often clamors to gain the attention of their liege but for once that particular table has been turned. Plateau would be such a boon to have as my advocate for a mighty endeavor of the Waynes. I must make every effort to get him on my side. I must think carefully about what would be best to catch his eye, perhaps a promise of investment in his holdings, maybe a simple promise of a favor. My eyes drift over to the Wayne sword on the other side of the room. Would he be swayed by a gift such as that? No. We'll offer him a favor. Accepts gracefully. Cool. Awesome. I'd rather lose a favor to the guy than worry about anything else. Honestly, we might just save up the gold and try and increase our quality here to this. We need some extra chaos, but that shouldn't be too terrible to get. Alright, we gained a new learning perk, and we lost our tutor, unfortunately. We'll do carefree here. Yeah, we're gonna need to recruit a new physician. Oh, this is gonna be expensive, ain't it? I just know it. I can feel it in my bones. 107 gold. Well. Oh, fuck. Well. Alright. I have come across across a book describing how ancient patriots used trances and visions of ecstasy to commune with their land of the free. It seems a strange practice in our modern age. Perhaps there's something to be learned from them. I wonder what would happen if I imitate the practices. I'm curious. No, my daughter, she's still... Jeez, this poor girl's been sick for years. The murk of the room is pushed back somewhat by sputtering flames. On the physician's table lies a maga, their form rigid with the sacred anticipation. It is, or scared anticipation. I don't think she thinks it's sacred. It is time to decide how to treat Maga's consumption. Several potential treatments are available, ranging from typical to unorthodox. It is up to me to decide which best fits Maga's particular needs. Be cautious, do no more than what is necessary. Oh, fantastic, you succeeded. Before I look at that, can we pick our tutor? Yeah, thank you. Just gonna move this event around a little bit. Don't worry about that, guys. There we go. All right. Mystical knowledge. Locked in a room, strange powders on a burning fire provided overpowering heat, smoke, and smells as I tried to feel things that lie beyond the world of senses. I do not know how much time passes before strange, indecipherable visions of light and pulsing sounds came to me. Was it my imagination or a glimpse of the divine? Is there even any way to tell? I need to try again and see if anything is different. It's true. Yes, we will go ahead. Oh yeah, we should start selling to people again. Because I think... Oh, well, no. Can I sell to you? No. Can I sell to you? No. Okay, so we can't sell. Alright, cool. As I experiment more and more, I get a clear grasp of things. It's as if I can now summon the presence I feel when I start my little ritual. It offers stability and comfort as the chaos of the world swirls around me. This is what I've been seeking. We have now become a wise man. Dude, we are going full lunacy. We are like a witch. This guy is reclusive, like an athlete. This guy is getting scary. He's a wise man now. I am claiming what I owed. I expect you to publicly concede your rights to punish me and grant me forgiveness. Sure, why not? Enjoy being publicly set up. I've arrived in Manhattan to pay homage to my glorious commander-in-chief. Welcome in. Welcome. Serve me well. Family growing stronger as we continue. Oh, someone gained... Wait, a member of my family has gained more power. How the hell are you now the leader of the House of Wayne? What? How does that make sense? Oh, it's because he now holds the... No, I still hold Wayne Manor, I think. No, I do not. Does he hold Wayne Manor? No. But now you're the head of the family. Alright. That don't make sense to me. Maybe it's a money thing? I'm not sure. I really am not really sure on that one. Oh well. Well, we could grant co-monarch status to our son. I don't plan to. I think Damian would try to hold on to power as long as he could, being the man that he kind of is, and as he cuts his hair shorter and shorter. Ooh, someone is plotting against my son, Richard. Well, I can take a guess. I'm actually kind of surprised we lost the family head. Yes, as I walk down the halls, I hear some muffled laugh. That voice, I'm not used to hearing it so clear and bright. I push a half-open door, and there in front of me is my granddaughter, Meg. Seemingly recovering, God, that name cracks me up every time. Seemingly recovering from consumption, my beloved granddaughter is well once more. It's difficult not to shed a tear of joy. Wonderful news. Oh, man, makes just that name. Also, why do I have you picked? Oh yeah, we were beating the crap out of you a while back. We don't need you around no more, and I don't need to worry about you anymore. King John's having a feast. I mean, he doesn't much like me, but Damian's not going to turn down the chance to go visit for a feast. Following the death sentence of a lowly thief, I asked my ward, Heather, what she thought. She responded, the sentence was far too harsh. Good, she's becoming just, and influenza is spreading. Oh no, not again. a martial contest. As we pass through the market in Mercer, we hear a loud yell and stumble into an ongoing tussle between two women, tightly observed by a group of people. The crowd cheers profusely as one of them is swept off her feet, face planted solemnly in the dirt, and thus concluding the match. "Who's next?" the woman yells into the crowd, and her eyes land on our group. At my side, Barbara snorts in response to the challenge. 64%? Yeah, I'll take that cash, thank you. I visited the Grand Temple. Fantastic. Family flora. Just some final questions, my lord, and then I can let you go. Antoine's false cheeriness does nothing to temper the wariness I feel. As the time we spend poring over vellum to assess my family tree drags ever onwards, he taps one section earnestly. I'm just not sure exactly who should inhabit these particular parts. Antoine furrows his brow in consternation? Consternation. Okay. Do you happen to know, my lord? Of course I do. No, I do not. Perhaps put a Sasquatch for all I care. We'll take a 15. No, alright, well, I tried. Path of Rivalry. Traveling through the rugged terrain, Christiania, a challenge arises as the grassland... You know what? We're going to take a quick break and come back and read this on the next episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, if you are enjoying the series, feel free to give us a like, a dislike if you don't. If you're feeling opinionated, comment down below. And as always, subscribe if you're new. Thank you all, and I hope you enjoy.